Okay, for question 1A, the sign shows the fees charged at a campsite. Today, there are 54 tents and 18 caravans on the site. Calculate the fees charged today. So firstly, there are 54 tents, meaning 54 times 15, because each tent costs 15, and then 18 caravans plus 18 times 25, which is equal to 1,260. 1260.
Alright, so for question 1B, in September, the total income at the campsite was 37054. This was a decrease of 4.5% on the total income in August. Calculate the total income in August. So to do that, of course, we need calculator. Alright, so X is our answer, okay? X is going to be our answer. X multiply something percent equals to 37054. So X, of course, this thing is going to be 100 minus 4.5, which is 95.5%. Alright, so then we need to make X the subject, 3704054 over, and then we'll put percentage into decimals, 0.955. So X will therefore be 37054 over 0.955, 3838800.
Okay, for question 1C, the visitors to the campsite today are in the ratio of men to women equals to 5 to 4, and women to children is 3 to 7. For question 1C1, we need to calculate the ratio men to women to children in its simplest form. So first, we know that men to women, we'll just put M to W, is equal to 5 to 4. And then women to children, W to C, is equal to 3 to 7. Now we want to convert this part into 4. So we have to multiply everything over here by 4/3. So which equals to 4 to 28 over 3. Then we put it here. So men to women to children is equal to 5 to 4 to 28 over 3. Now we don't want the denominator here, so we'll have to multiply everything by 3, which is equal to 15 to 12 to 28. Okay, for question 1C2, today there are 224 children at the campsite. We need to calculate the total number of men and women. So firstly, we add up the ratio of men and women. 15 plus 12 is 27. So then we take 224, divide 28, which is 8. 224 over 28 equals to 8. Then we multiply everything by, we multiply 27 by 8. So 27 times 8 is equal to 216. So the total number of men and women is 216.
Okay, so for the next question, the space allowed for each tent is a rectangle measuring 8 meters by 6 meters, each correct to the nearest meter. Calculate the upper bound for the area of the space allowed for each tent. So basically, they want the upper bound. So we need to convert 8 meters into 8.5 meters. Well, technically it's 8.499 repeating, but you can't just say 8.499 infinitely long. So round it to the nearest tenth is 8.5. Alright, and then 6 meters do the same thing, becomes 6.5. Then 8.5 multiplied 6.5 will give us our greatest possible value, which will give us 8.5 multiplied 6.5. 552.25.
8.5 times 6.5, right? That's 55.25.
Oh, I read wrongly. Oopsies. Yeah, 55.25. Yes.
Okay, for question 1E, the value of the campsite has increased exponentially by 1.5% every year since it opened 30 years ago. We need to calculate the value of the campsite now as a percentage of its value 30 years ago. So first we take 1.015 to the power of 30, which is equal to 1.015, which is equal to 1.563. Now we convert it into percentage, which is equal to, here's 100. Which is equal to 156.3%.
Alright, so for the next question, 2A1. Draw the image of triangle A after reflection of the line y equals to negative x. So firstly, we can take a ruler, turn it 45 degrees like this, and draw the graph, draw the slope of y equals to negative x, which looks something like this. Finish. Alright. Now that we've got this would be triangle A over here. We need to mirror it, reflect it through y equals to negative x. So to do this, 1/8, right, will become negative 8/1. We can plot that down here. 2/1 will become negative 1, negative 2. Negative 1, negative 2. Oh yeah, 8/1 is negative 8, negative 1. Yeah. Alright. Anyways, and then 5/2 is negative 2, negative 5. Negative 2. Hold on.
Oh, I think you meant negative 1, negative 8. Because this is 1/8.
Oh wait, this is over here. Yeah, it's over there. Negative 2, negative 1. And then over here, 5/2 becomes negative 2, negative 5. Negative 2, negative 5. And then we plot them together. And that is the reflection of triangle A after mirrored y equals to negative x. For 2A2, the next question, draw the image of triangle A after a translation by the vector negative 2, negative 9. So basically, I'll draw the triangle just to make it simpler. But if you were to do this in a real exam, negative 2 over here, the top layer, the top vector, the top part of the matrix would represents X, and the bottom part would then represent Y if it was on the XY coordinate graph. So negative 2 is 2 to the left. So plot here, 1, 2. Alright, that's a straight line. And then they also sit 9 down, negative 9. So once it's over here, you go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps. Then you can draw it. 1 to negative 7 and 4 out and join it.
Okay, for question 2b, we need to describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B, which is this to this. Now, obviously, it's an enlargement because it's like you can clearly see the difference in size. So for enlargement, it's pretty easy. You just need to connect the lines, extend it as far. So as you can see, the place where the lines intersect is at -7, and it's it's an enlargement. Centered. Right. So it's -7 and 8. And then we need the scale factor, which is basically the length of A over the length of B. So length of A, one side is 6, this side is 6, and this side is 3. So it's 1/2 with a scale factor of 1/2. For question 2b2, we need to describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle C. So this is a rotation, as you can see. So firstly, we need to find the center. It's a 90-degree rotation. So first we'll take -1, 0. So as you can see, it is not 90 degree. So we'll pick another place. The origin is 90 degrees, as you can see. So the center is 0, 0. A rotation 90 degrees. We also need to specify the direction of rotation. So for this one, it is clockwise, normal clockwise. Around, so around the origin. Origin is basically 0, 0, but origin is shorter. Okay.
Alright, so for question 3a, here is some information about the masses of potatoes in a sack. The largest potato has a mass of 174 grams. The range is 69 grams, median 148 grams, lower quartile 121 grams, interquartile range 38 grams. On the grid below, draw a box and whisker plot to show this information. So firstly, let's take what we can find easily from the information we were given. Largest potato has a mass of 174. 174. Alright, so this is 175. 174 is right here. and then the median is 148. Which is, hold on, which is, where is it? Here. This line. Alright, and then the range is 69, we'll do that later. The median is 148. The lower quartile is 121 grams. So lower quartile 121G. And then the interquartile. Alright, I'm pretty sure that is all we can get. Now we need to do some minusing and adding here. So the largest potato has the range is 69. So the range from here, the range from here to somewhere is 69. Alright, so 174 minus 69, that will give us 105. So we need the smallest potato is 105. The smallest weight for a potato is 105. 105 is like over here. Alright, so now that we've got this, we need to find one more thing. The higher quartile. We've got the lower quartile. Now the interquartile range is 38. Alright, so 121 plus 38 equals to 159. 159 is over here. Alright, so that is all the information is yours. Now we just need to plot them. So like this, then like this. Draw a little box. Like this. And this thing attach. Alright, so it should look something like a few batteries. Yeah? Oh wait, hold on, this one isn't. That's 154. That's 154. This is 159. Alright, then we need to extend that line a bit more. Alright.
Okay, for question 3B, the table shows the marks scored by some students in the test. We need to calculate the mean mark. So while Jason was doing his question, I wrote down this thing. So this a new row. So this row is to calculate the mark times frequency as I wrote here. So 5 times 8 is 40. 6 times 2 is 12, 7 times 12 is 84, 8 times 2 is 16, 9 times 0 is 0, and 10 times 1 is 10. So it's basically, so the mean is equal to 40 plus 12 plus 84 plus 16 plus 0, which we don't need to write, plus 10, over the the total frequency, which is 8 plus 10 plus 2 plus 12 plus 8 plus 2 plus 12 plus 2 plus 1, 25, which is equal to 40 plus 12 plus 84 plus 16 plus 10 over 25, 6.48. So the mean is 6.48. 6.48.
So for question 4a, solve the inequality 3n plus 12 is smaller or equal than 8n minus 5. So firstly, let's we just need to make n the subject. Alright, so 12 is smaller or equal to 5n minus 5. And then 5n is bigger or equal to 17. So, therefore, m is bigger or equal to 17 over 5. It's bigger or equal, yeah, 17 over 5.
Okay, so for question 4b, we need to solve the equation 2x plus 5 over 3 minus x is equal to 14 over 15. So firstly, we move the denominator to the other side. So 15 times 2x plus 5 is equal to 3 minus x times 14. I'll just put 14 times 3 minus x to be simpler. Okay, now we expand it. So it's 30x plus 70. Yeah, 70. And then 14 times 3. Oh, wait, hold on. 70. 15 times 5 is 75. And then 14 times 3 is 42. Minus 14x. Then we move the x, we basically need to make x the subject now. So 30 minus 14 plus 14 is 44x equals to 42 minus 75, negative 33. So x is equal to negative 0.75.
For our next question, solve the simultaneous equation. You must show all your working. Y equals to 4 minus x squared plus 2y squared equals to 67. Now, you can notice a sort of weird pattern. This is actually algebra. We need to use algebra. Equation 1 and equation 2. Now, in algebra, there are two steps, substitution and elimination. For this, we need to use substitution. So, we replace y values into x squared plus, need to place brackets. Wait, 2 and then brackets. 4 minus x squared equals to 67. Alright, then x squared plus, you need to expand and simplify it now. 8 minus 2, oh wait, hold on, plus 2, 4 minus x squared is 4 minus x times 4 minus x
Plus. Oh, never mind.
Squared, which equals to 67. So x squared plus 2, and then 4 multiplied 16, and then minus 4x, minus 4x again, so minus 8x, and then plus x squared equals to 67. So So x squared plus 32 minus 16x plus 2x squared equals to 67. Then we simplify it. 2x squared plus x squared, 3x squared, 3x squared minus 16x plus 32 equals to 67. Move all the numerals to the left side. So 3x squared minus 16x plus 32 minus 67, which is negative 35.
32.
No. It's negative 35. Negative 35 equals to 0. So now that we've got this, we can use double brackets. 3x and then x equals to 0. So let's use 5 and negative 7. So plus 5 and negative 7. Now 5 minus 7 multiplied 3 is negative 16, and 5 multiplied negative 7 is negative 35. So x can be 7 or negative 5/3. Now that we've got this, we need to go back to equation 1 because it's the simplest equation, and turn all x values to try and get y values. So let's start with x equals to 7. Hold on. Y equals to 4 minus 7, which equals to negative 3. And then if x is negative 5/3, y equals to 4 minus 5/3, which equals to 4 minus 5/3.
Minus 5/3, right?
Oh yeah, it's minus 5/3, which equals to plus 5/3. 4 plus 5/3.
That's times.
Oops. 4 plus 5/3 is 4 plus 5/3. In fraction, we'll place it in improper fraction. 17/3.
Okay, for question 5, all the lengths in this question are in centimeters. The diagram shows the shape ABCDEF made from two rectangles. The total area of the shape is 342 centimeters squared. For 5a, we need to show that x squared plus x minus 72 is equal to 0. So, firstly, we need to calculate the total area in terms of x. In terms of x. So firstly, we can find FE using AB and DC. So FE is basically 2x minus x plus 3 equals to 2x minus x minus 3, which is x minus 3. So this is x minus 3. Then we can calculate the area now. So firstly, we get x plus 1 times x minus 3, which is equal to x squared minus 2x minus 3. And then for the area of the bottom one, it is 4x minus 5 times x plus 3, which is 4x squared 4 times 3 minus which is 9 plus 7x and then minus 15. So now we add them all up. Well, when I mean add them all up, I mean like this plus this. So x squared plus 4x squared is 5x squared. 7x minus 2x is 5x. And negative 15 minus 3 is negative 18. Is equal to 342. Because this is the total area. And then we move 342 to the right. Left, I mean. So that would be 5x squared plus 5x minus 360 equals to 0. Hold on, just to make sure. Yeah, minus 360. And then we divide everything by 5. X squared plus x minus 72 equals to 0. And that's how we prove that x squared plus x minus 72 is 0.
Alright, for our next question, solve by factorization x squared plus x minus 72 equals to 0. So for this, we need to use double brackets again to find out the two values of x. X plus something or x minus something equals to 0. Alright. So so now we need to find the values inside the brackets. We already found what x values, which are just x and x. Now we need to find the actual numerals. To do that, negative 72. Alright, let's use a and b here. Alright, so a, b equals to negative 72, and a plus b must equal to 1. Alright, so technically AB is negative 72. It can be 9, and 9 multiplied 8 is 72. And so if A was 9, 9 multiplied negative 8 is negative 72. And if A was 9 and B being negative 8, 9 minus 8 equals to 1. So A equals to 9 and B equals to negative 8. So X can be 8 or negative 9.
Okay, for question 5C, we need to work out the perimeter of the shape ABCDEF. So now that we got the what's the x? 8 and negative 9, we'll need that. So we need to like replace x with 8 because no shape has a perimeter of negative 9. So firstly, we'll do in terms of x first. So 2x here, x minus 3 plus x plus 3 is equal to 2x. So it's 2x plus 2x, 4x, and then 4x minus 5 times 2 because x plus 1 plus this thing is 4x minus 5. 2, 4x minus 5. Oh, we'll put in brackets first. And then we expand it. So 4x plus 8x minus 10, which is here. That's the perimeter. And then we simplify it, which is equal to 12x minus 10. Then we finally replace x with 8. So 12 times 8 minus 10, which is 86.
Alright, so for question D, the next question, calculate angle DBC, which is, we need to draw an imaginary line over here and find this angle. Alright, so to do that, we need to take 8 because like Johnny said, no sides can have negative numbers of sides. Like the length must be a positive. So we'll have to use 8 for this. 8 plus 3, this would be 11. And oh wait, hold on. 8 multiplied 4 minus 5 is 27. Now that we've got that, we just need to find this can be angle theta. Alright, so this is the adjacent side, this is the opposite side. So we need to use tangent. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. It's 11 over arctangent 11 over 27, which equals to hold on, let me write it down. Arctangent 11 over 27, which equals to 22.166. 22.17 basically.
Okay, for question 6, the diagram shows triangle ABC with plane G inside. It's not the middle, so they only say G inside. So CB equals to 11 centimeters, CB equals to 11 centimeters, CG is equal to 5.3 centimeters, and BG is 6.9 centimeters. Angle CAB is equal to 42 degrees, and angle ACG is 54 degrees, or 54 degrees. For question 6A1, we need to calculate the value of x, which is this. So with 3 sides and 1 angle, we know that we can use the law of cosine to find x. So firstly, 6.9 squared is equal to 5.3 times 5.3 squared times 11 squared minus 2 times 5.3 times 11 times cosine x. And then we move stuff around. Cosine x is equal to 5.3 squared times 11 squared minus 6.9 squared over 2 times 5.3 times 11. So x is equal to arc cosine of 5.3 squared times 11 squared minus 6.9 squared over 2 times 5.3 times 11, which is equal to which is equal to 5.3 squared times 11 squared minus 6. Oh wait. It's a plus. Not. It's plus. This one is plus. 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 So it is x equals to arc cosine 5.3 squared plus 11 squared minus 6.9 squared over 2 times 5.3 times 11.
Not fair. Alright, just
arc cosine
29
point, hold on, just it is equal to 29.5.
Yeah.
29.5. Okay, for question 6A2, we need to calculate AC. So now that we got x, the angle x, which is 29.5, we can calculate AC. So firstly, we need to calculate this angle. Yeah, we need to calculate that angle. But before we do that, we'll assume that AC is y. instead of the x. So first we take 54 plus 29.5 is 42, and then 180 minus that is 34 from 20, 54.5. So now we can use the law of sine. So first, y over sine 54.5 equal to 11 over sine 45, right? 42, never mind. And then y equals to 11 over sine 42 times sine 54.5, which is 13.38. 13.38. Fine.
So for question 6b, water flows at a speed of 20 centimeters per cm per second along a rectangular channel into a lake. The width of the channel is 15 cm. The depth of the water is 2.5 cm. Calculate the amount of water that flows from the channel into the lake in 1 hour. Basically, we just need to sort of, firstly we need to take 20 centimeters per second. So this is like, we can write here 20 cm per second. Alright, then we just need to take 2.5 multiply 15 multiply 20 multiply 3600, because that's the amount of seconds in 1 hour. 2.5 multiply 50 multiply 20 multiply 360, 3600, which equals to 2,700,000. But they want it in liters, so we need to, 2700,000, we need to divide it by 1,000, because it's liters is 1 centimeter cube. 1,000, which equals to 2700. So that's the amount of liters. That is our answer, 2700. Also, 1 liter equals to 1 milliliter. 1 milliliter.
You're right, you're right.
1 milliliter is 1 centimeter cube. Alright.
Yep. Okay, for question 7, on any Saturday, the probability that Aaron plays football is 3 and 4. On any Saturday, the probability that Bob plays football is 2/5. For question 7a1, we need to complete the tree diagram. So the chances that they play is 3 and 4. The chances that Aaron plays is 3 and 4. And the chances that Aaron does not play is 1 and 4. And then for the chance that that Bob plays is 2/5. And then the chance that he does not play is 3/5. So if Aaron does not play and Bob plays, the chances of that happening is 2/5. And then Bob does not play and neither does Aaron, that would be 3/5. For question 7a2, we need to calculate the probability that one Saturday, Aaron and Bob both play football, which is this probability times this probability, which is equal to 0.3, or which is 3/10. For question 7A3, we need to calculate the probability that one Saturday either Aaron plays football or Bob plays football, but it cannot be both. So they play alone basically. So it's either 3/4 times 3/5, 3/4 times 3/5. 0.45 plus 1/4 times 2/5, 0.1 equal to 0.55, which is 11/20.
Okay. For next question, 7B, calculate the probability that Bob plays football for 2 of the next 3 Saturdays. So, chance of him playing football is 2/5 on Sunday. Wait, firstly we need to take Johnny's answer. Wait, hold on. Oh, no, we don't really, wait. Yeah, we don't need Johnny's answers actually. Because it says Saturday, I mistook it for Sunday. Alright, so, probability that Bob plays football is 2/5. So, 2/5 multiply 1 multiply 2/5 multiply, and then, oh wait, this is the wrong side. Alright, so it's 2/5 multiply 2/5 multiply, and then 3/5. 3/5 would represent the chance of it not of Bob not playing it on Saturday I meant. But then since it could also be it could be like this, so we can draw out a graph of when Bob plays and when he doesn't play. Alright, so Bob can play, Bob does not play, Bob plays, Bob doesn't play, and Bob plays, or Bob doesn't play, Bob plays, and Bob plays. So we need to take 2/5 multiply 2/5 and multiply 3/5 bracket, all of them multiply by 3. So we do this process 3 times. 3 2/5 multiply 2/5 multiply 3/5, which equals to 36/125.
Okay, for question 7C, when Aaron plays football, the probability that he scores the winning goal is 1 in 7. We need to calculate the probability that Aaron scores the winning goal one Saturday. So first we need to get the chance that the probability that Aaron plays football. If he doesn't play football, then of course he will not win. So he plays football 3 and 4 times 1 in 7, which is equal to 1 1 over 28, 3 over 28. Which is, 3 over 28.
Alright, so for the next question, after 7C, 8A. The interior angle of a regular polygon with n sides is 150. Calculate the value of n. So let's draw a straight line with this side being 150. That's the interior angle. So now we need to find the exterior angle, which is 30, 180 minus 150. Then to calculate n, we need to take 360, divide 30, which will give us, 360 divided 30 is 12. So n equals to 12.
Okay, for question 8AB, 8B, just 8B. K, L, and M are points on the circle. KS is a tangent to the circle at K. KM is the diameter, and triangle KLM is isosceles. We need to find the value of ZAC, which is this. So first we know that this is isosceles, that's why they put these two lines instead of mark the other. And they also mentioned that MK is a diameter. So anything that has two lines that joins with the diameter is 90 degrees. So we know that this is ZAC, and ZAC is 45 because 45 plus 45 plus 90 is 180, and also because it is isosceles. So ZAC is 45 degrees. For question 8B2, AT is a tangent to the circle at A. We need to find the value of x. Okay, so we know that this is 58 because of the alternate segments. And then so that also gives us this is 58 degrees. And then we can find x. So x is basically 58 plus 27, which is 85. So x is 85. For question 8B3, F, G, H, and J are points on the circle. EFG is a straight line parallel to JH. We need to find the value of y. So first, we know that this is parallel. So we also know that we extend this line a bit more. Get rid of this guy. And then, so this is 108 degrees. Yeah. So the opposite side, which is y, is equal to negative 72. Oh wait, just normal 72.
Alright, for question 8C, A, B, C, and D are points on a circle center O. So O is the center. M is the midpoint of AB. M is the midpoint of AB. And N is the midpoint of CD. And ON equals to ON. So, yeah. But then they say OM equals to ON, meaning DC equals to AB. But now the next question wants us to explain giving reasons why triangle AOB is congruent to triangle OCD. So technically, firstly we need to say that OA equals to OB, which equals to OD, which equals to OC. Alright, then our second point is because since they're same radius, yeah, they're same radius, same radii. Alright, so for our second point, we need to say ON equals to OM, which means so DC equals to AB. And then our third point is by saying since ON equals to OM, so it is an SSS triangle. It is SSS congruent type. So it is an SSS type congruent.
Okay, for question 9, the equation of line L is 3x minus 8y plus 20 equals to 0. For question 9a1, we need to find the gradient of line L. So firstly, we can see that negative 8y equals to negative 3x minus 20. 8y is equal to 3x plus 20. Y equals to 3 over 8x plus 20 over 8. So, okay, now that we got this equation, all we need to find is the gradient, which is this m basically. So m is 3 over 8. Okay, for question 9a2, we need to find the coordinates of the point where what line L cuts the y-axis, meaning where it meets the y-axis. So obviously x is 0, and then y is 20 over 8, which is 10 over 4, which is 2.5.
Alright, so for the next question, 9b, the coordinates of P are negative 3, 8, and the coordinates of Q are 9, negative 2. Calculate the length of PQ. So firstly, we can draw a right angled triangle. And then the height of the triangle is the range between 8 and negative 2, 10. And the length is the range of 9 and negative 3, 12. So then we just need to use the hypotenuse rule, the Pythagorean. So it's sot 10 squared plus 12 squared, which equals to 15. Which equals to sot 244. Sot 244 or hold on. Yeah, 15.62. Alright, so for 9b2, find the equation of the line parallel to PQ that passes through the point 6 minus 1. So they said the word parallel, and it passes through the point 6 negative 1. Alright, so to do this, firstly we need to find the equation of the original PQ, just PQ. We just need to find the equation of the line PQ. So the slope for PQ is, the equation for PQ is y equals to mx plus c, of course, m being the slope. So the slope will be the difference between y, 10, over the difference between the x, which is negative 12, which equals to negative 5 over 6 x plus, and then c. Now we need to find what c is by grabbing a point from P or Q either. Alright, so now that we've got this, we just need to take the point from over here, this coordinate, and find c using it. So y negative 1 equals to negative 5, 6, negative 5, 6, multiply it by 6, which is negative 5, plus c. And then, so therefore c equals to 4. So the equation of the line parallel to PQ that passes through the point 6, negative 1 is y equals to negative 5, 6x plus 4. Now the next question, 9b3. Find the equation of the line of the perpendicular bisector of PQ. So now we need to do PQ. We need to find the equation of PQ first. We need to find, so this is PQ, E and Q. And then bisector, meaning it intersects through PQ, the midpoint of PQ. And we need to find the midpoint of PQ. We need to use we need to use 9 plus -3, 9 minus 3, divide 2, which is 3. So x is 3, and then y is, and then y is -2 plus 8, divide 2, which is also 3. So the midpoint is 3, 3. Then we just need to find the equation that is perpendicular to the bisector of PQ. To do this, we need to find the slope, which is the negative inverse of PQ, which is, we know the slope y equals to 6, 5, because negative inverse 6/5 plus c. Then we'll use this coordinates to find c. So 6/5 x. 3 equals to c equals to 3 equals to 6/5 multiply 3 is 18/5 plus c. So c equals to 3 minus 18/5, which is -3/5. So c is -3/5. Therefore, the equation is y equals to 6/5 x plus, no wait, not plus anymore, minus 3/5.
Okay, for question 10, the diagrams show the graphs of two functions. We need to write down each function. Okay, for question 10A1, it's this graph. So fx is basically y. Fx is y. So y equals to x plus 5, because the slope is 1 going up 45 degrees, and then where it meets y, the y-axis is 5. So for question 10A2, we need to find the equation for this. So fx is again y. So now for you it may look like sine, but then take a look. This is -2. It's no longer 1 and -1. So it is times 2. So it's 2 sine x.
Alright, so for our next question, we need to find the slope. We need to create an estimate tangent of the point P at point P. Somewhere here, and then we draw a suitable tangent. Oops. Alright, then we need to find an estimate of the curve, the gradient. Basically, we need to find the slope. An estimate of the slope. So this would be roughly 1.4. Oh wait, hold on. Oh wait. 1.45 and this would be 2.25, and then the range 2.25 minus 1.45, 0.8. So this is 0.8 and this is 2 to 3 is 1. So 1 over 0.8 is 1.25. So the estimate of the gradient is 1.25.
Okay, for question 11, fx is 7x minus 4, gx is 2x over x minus 3 for x is not equal to 3, if not that would be just infinite, and hx is equal to x squared. For 11a, we need to find g6, which is 12 over 6 minus 3, which is equal to 12 minus 6 over 6 minus 3 equals to 12 over 3, which is equal to 4.
Alright, so for question 11b, find F34. F34 is F 8 over 1, which is 8. And then F8 is 7 times 8. 7 times 8 is 56 minus 4, which equals to 52.
Okay, for question 11c, we need to find fhx. So first, hx is x squared, so it's fx squared, which is equal to 7x squared minus 4.
Alright, okay, so for question 11d, find fx over 2 plus gx. In terms of x, you give your answer a simple fraction in its simplest form. Single fraction in simplest form. So firstly, we need to find fx, which is 7x minus 4 over 2 plus, and then gx, 2x over x minus 3, which will equal to x minus 3, 7x minus 4 plus 2x. Basically 4x plus 4x over 2x minus 6, which equals to, alright, now we need to simplify the numerator part, which 7x squared minus 21x minus 4x plus 12 plus 4x over and 2x minus 6. Then simplify them again, which equals to, this is expanding. Now we need to simplify them. 7x squared plus 7x squared minus 21 minus 4, 21, negative 21 plus 4, which is negative 17x minus 4x, so negative 17 minus 4 again is still negative 21. 21x and then plus 12 over 2x minus 6.
Okay, for question 11e, we need to find the value of x when fx plus 2 is equal to negative 11. So first we'll find fx plus 2 first. Fx plus 2 is fx plus 2 is equal to 7 x plus 14 minus 4, which is minus 4, which is 7x plus 10. 7x plus 10 is equal to negative 11. 7x is equal to negative 11 minus 10, which is a negative 21. X equals to negative 21 over 7 negative 3.
So for question 11F, find the values of P that satisfy HP equals to P. So HP is x to the power of 2x squared. So P squared equals to P. Now they said the word value is not value, meaning there might be more than one answer. Of course, P can be 1, so P equals to 1. Because 1 squared equals to 1 itself. However, P can also be 0. Wait, hold on. P can also be 0 because 0 squared is also still 0. So P can be 1 or 0.
Okay, for question 12, a curve has the equation y equals to 4x cubed minus 3x plus 3. For question 12a1, we need to find the coordinates of two stationary points, which is when the slope is equal to 0 or dy dx is 0. So firstly, we find dy dx. It's equal to 12x squared minus 3 equals to 0. So 12x squared is equal to 3. Oh wait, no. So then we simplify it. 4x squared minus 1 equals to 0. 4x squared equals to 1. Okay, so x squared equals to 1 over 4. X equals to 1 over 4. Which is equal to 1/2. Plus minus. And then we replace x into this equation, which is, so y equals to, so we'll do 1/2 first. Y equals to 4 times 1/2 cubed minus 3 times 1/2 plus 3 is 2. So for the first one, y equals to 2. And then if x equals to negative 1/2, it would be 4 times 1/2 cubed minus 3. 3 times 1/2 plus 3. Oh, we done. Okay. 4 times negative 1/2 cubed minus 3. 3 times negative 1/2 plus 3 is 4. 4. For 12a2, we need to determine whether each of the stationary points is a maximum or a minimum. We need to give reasons for our answers. So firstly, to find a maximum or minimum, we have to derive a derived, or d square y dx squared. D square y over dx squared is equal to 32x. Okay, so now that we got this value, we take the first dot, which x equals to 1/2. So if x equals to 1/2, x equals to 1/2. Then d square y over dx squared is equal to 16. And that is a positive, so it is a minimum. Therefore, it is a minimum. If it's positive, then it's minimum. If negative, then it's maximum, because it cannot exceed that point. Okay, so for the next one, x equals to negative 1/2. Then it would be negative 16 d square y dx squared is equal to 16 negative 16. Therefore, it is a maximum.
Alright, so for our next question, 12b, the graph of y equals to x squared minus x plus 1 is shown on the grid. By calculating a suitable line on the grid, solve the equation x squared minus 2x minus 2 equals to 0. So first we need to do algebra. Y equals to x squared minus 2 minus x plus 1. This is equation 1. 0 equals to x squared minus 2x minus 2. This is equation 2. Then equation 1 minus 2. Y equals to x plus 3. So now we need to draw x plus 3. But since it is sort of tilted, because like this area is bigger, so it's not exactly 45 degrees, even though it has y equals to x in it. Something like this. So we need to draw a y equals to x slope and plus 3 intersects 3. So it's something like this. Let me recheck it. Yeah, that's about right. Alright, then now that we've got that, we need to find the 2x coordinate that intersects the line that intersects y equals to x squared minus x plus 1. We need to see where it intersects that point x. So x, it can intersect that around here, which is over here. So this is negative 0.7, or x could be over here, down. X could be 2.5, 2.6, 2.7. So x is negative 0.7 or 2.7.